How you doing? Welcome to Conquering My Destiny. My name is Johnny Falcon, and I want to congratulate you on being a part of an awesome channel that's really going to bless your life and help you live the life that God has created for you to live. I want you to join me as I start this new process that God has me doing right here online every day. I'm giving a good word for you guys, man, that I can help be an anchor for you in whatever field it is that you are currently in, whether it's in ministry, whether it's business wise. I can help structure you in what you in, and give you the questions, the answer to questions that you may have, and what I don't have. I have a team of people, man, that I love, man, and I can get back to them and tell them what it is that the question that is that you have, and how can I assist you and help you throughout your life's journey. First of all, let me again introduce myself. My name is Johnny Falcon. I am a minister, former pastor, um, and now just evangelizing and really starting the online church thing. Ministry to me has, I mean, not gonna say ministry, but church to me has become a routine, organized religion, and I really don't adapt to it well. I don't get with it well. I love people, man. I love my Christian folk. I love people, but I just don't adapt well to organized religion. And one reason why is because I just believe, if let's say this, if you look at the life of Christ and all that he did in his life and all the many places that he went and ministered to people, you understand why I say I'm not cool with organized religion. So I believe ministry and church first starts in your heart, and I think it ascends out to the land to fellowship with people and meet them pretty much where they are. This is the same as Jesus did. Okay, that's why I am with the ministry, and that's what I do now. That's why I just evangelize, and I go to the streets and hit the streets and talk to these people about Jesus Christ and what I believe they should know, and what they need to hear God gives to me. Outside of that, I'm an author. So I have a book that'll be coming out real soon, you guys. And I'm praying that you guys link up with me and you get that book. It's just a book of my life. That's it. It's nothing spectacular. Yes, it is. But it's sure to bless your life, man. Really, it's sure to bless your life. And I just hope that you guys, when the book is available, I will put it online, and I'll give you guys the link to go to that you can purchase it. You can purchase it through ebook, and so I hope you guys purchase the book and just read it and see all that God has brought me through from a little boy, and from a little boy, how God has just expanded me, and all the things that He's just delivered me from, and to give a little bit of my testimony. I am a recovering drug dealer. You laugh, but that's real, man. Yeah, it takes a lot to convert a drug dealer to Christ, man. And people, it's funny when I said it, but it's real, man. And people that's in the street and in the game, they can relate to that. It takes a lot, man, to convert us to Christ, and it took me a long time to get to the level that I wanted to convert to Christ and do God's will, man, and that's just real. It took a long time for me to get there. I mean, I got saved, and I was still, I was still selling drugs, man. And I was still smoking weed. I go to church faithfully, man, but I couldn't give up the chronic, man. It was the greatest challenge in and I've been through a lot. I've been shot. So giving up chronic was the greatest challenge of my whole entire life, to just to not smoke no more. I couldn't understand. Like, you can't smoke no more? This pastor crazy. We getting out of here. But that was my life, you know. That's the way I thought about it. I'm like, smoke no more, you know, for real. I don't know if I want to be saved or not, man. It was challenging, but God brought me through it, and I've been clean and free of marijuana. I've never been a drinker, but marijuana was the only thing that was my habit. I didn't like cigarettes. I don't like cigarettes now. Coffee is, my new marijuana. I think marijuana is better than this stuff. But it's all an addiction that we have to expand from, and we have to get over. And thank God, for real, serious, on a serious note, God really walked me through that, and I've been free now. I haven't smoked marijuana since 2002, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I don't feel like I have to have a smoke. I don't feel like I need that no more. But what I need is just His love and His grace that He ultimately gives to me on each day. So this video right here is really just an introduction of your boy. I'm giving it to you raw. One thing about me is when I was in the streets, I was 120% for the enemy. Anything that came to mind, anything that I needed to do, it got done. And that's how I got shot. Because I didn't mind getting in there and getting dirty with it. You know what I mean? And so I feel like when God converted me into Him, I have to be at 130, 150. This is my thing. I told Christ, I said, for every year that I didn't do what you asked me to do, I give you 5 years back. And if you do the math, I will die trying to pay Christ back for all that He's done for me. So my mission now is just to enlighten people, just empower people about the love of Jesus Christ. First, that's my first job. My next job is to show you in consistency that you can be the best you can ever be. But it takes being consistent. Today's topic I wanted to speak on just briefly was about disruption. Every time you turn around, you find yourself or you find your life being disrupted. I can't figure it out, man. I seem like I'm going here and things are going good, and then boom, something happens. Disruption is not to destroy you. It's not to defeat you. But disruption is only for you to reflect on what it is that I'm doing wrong, that I keep being disrupted, that my life keep being disrupted. Is it some area that God wants you in? Or is it some business adventure that you need to be in, but you keep going about the same thing over and over and over and over, doing the same thing and not changing, and trying to understand, why am I being disrupted in my walk, in my business, in my life? Because you have to understand that you got to change some things in order for you to go to that next level. So disruption don't mean you're counted out. It only means to reflect. Wait a minute. Sit back. Let me evaluate the situation to see if it's something that I need to change. Because maybe I keep doing the same thing over and over. It's causing me to be at a disruption or disrupted. Change things that you're doing. Understanding that I have to make some changes for me to get to that next level, because I keep going about the same thing the same way. And it's only causing me to be right back in front of the situation that I was in at the beginning. If you're still dealing with beginning situations, that means you have not changed a habit or a pattern that God is trying to disrupt disrupt and get you to understand and shake you a little bit so that you can understand I can't keep going about the same thing the same way and expect different results. So I wanted to speak a little bit about disruption, and I wanted to tie it in, not on a biblical standpoint, because a lot of us already know the word and we know the Bible, so we know what disruption is when it comes to the word. But I want to give you more of a personal stamp on it, so that you can understand what disruption means and why my life was disrupted until I got it. Firstly, I was called to preach years ago, and my book explains this. I was called to preach years ago. I was called to ministry years ago. It wasn't by no pastor being on me and no prophet being on me and putting their hands on me and saying, oh, you called, but it was God himself that was framing me for his glory, for his word, to be able to minister to people, to young men and young women, because I'm a youth pastor. I'm a youth minister. I like to minister to the youth because that's just my calling. So that's not to say that I can't minister to you as an adult, because sometimes we have youth patterns and we're adults. So we have to break a cycle. So that's the great thing about being a youth pastor. I'm able to tag on exactly where you're going wrong at, and I'm able to relate it to your childhood, because you haven't changed the pattern, or you're still dealing with issues that happened in your past that you need to get over, that you need to get through, so that you can live to your next level. So that's great about being a youth pastor and a youth minister. So what my life, I kept doing the same thing, expecting change, expecting different results, and couldn't figure out why. Why was I kept being faced with the same challenges over and over and over and over. And it got old and it got frustrating to me. Not realizing that I'm just doing the same thing like an idiot over and over. And God is knocking. You get it? You get it? Stop it. I'm going to keep putting you right back here until you get it. And that had to happen time after time after time after time until I was able to understand it was me in my own way. And then I fixed it. I reflected and I fixed it. But for me, it was business. I went from drug dealing to a construction company. I went to school for construction. I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to building and renovating homes and renovating properties, or all of that stuff. I'm very good at my job. I do it very well. And but I had a habit. You know what my habit was, y'all? I was used to money. And you can't keep spending like you got money when you're broke, or when you're on a salary, or when you're dependent on a job for your money. So I grew up drug dealing, making good money, very good money. I mean, good money, you know. And when God converted me, I still tried to have that same mentality and that lifestyle. You know, I'm going to buy the fresh J's, you know, and I'm in the mall spending, 2 stacks like it ain't nothing, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, I got a job coming up. I'm gonna do this job, and it might be 30,000 I'm getting, but not realizing where's my next job. I still haven't lined up the next job after that. I'm still waiting on some stuff to fall through so that I can line up the next job. So I'm spending money relentlessly, just dumb, just being an idiot, just spending, because when you're used to something and it's disrupted, you don't know how to reflect. All you know is to keep doing the same thing you're doing until somebody comes to you and say, "Hey, brother, are you still selling dope? Because you spending like you selling dope." And no one never came to me and said that. And this is what I'm gonna tell you something. This is how I figured out who are your friends. Because your friends, that so-called friends, your friends, when you're spending, and you're giving to them, they'll never say to you, brother, how are you doing? Are you spending a lot of money? No. See, friend will stop you and say, man, you blowing through some money. You got it like that still? A friend that loves you and that's just not after what you have, they will stop you in the midst and say, bro, we done went to 5 stores. You business is that good? You still spending like you dealing drugs. That's a friend. But these Negroes that was around me, yes, I said Negroes, that's what they are. That was around me, or should I say niggas, because that word really means ignorant people. So these niggas that was around me was, yo, let's get this, yo, son, let me, you know what I'm saying, let me get $20, yo, son, let's go to the mall. And nobody's giving no money on nothing, but they expecting everything from me. And I'm still sending money to Jamaica, to home, to my family. And when I stopped sending money to them, they looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, what do you mean? You stay in America. You don't have money? What do you mean? You should have money. You can't send me no money, because they don't understand that because I'm in America, I still have to work. Work goes on. and if I'm not working, ain't no money coming in. So you have to be able to understand who are your friends. And sometimes God will send disruption so that you'll know who your friends are, so that you can start filtering out people. Because even I'm just being real with you, man. Let's just be real here. Sometimes God wants you to filter family. I know it sounds crazy, I know it sounds strange, but sometimes He'll disrupt your life because He needs you to break ties. He needs you to break relationships, even with family, with people that don't mean no good for your life, with people that's not trying to push you to your next level. You know, I was in an entrepreneur meeting some time ago, and a person told me, one of the entrepreneurs, millionaire, he said, brother, why are you hanging with pigeons when God's called you to be an eagle? And I'm looking at him like, I never looked at it that way. I'm like, wow. He said, brother, you need to break ties with people that can't push your destiny. Because God is trying to put you to the next level. He's trying to pull you. And that's where that disruption, you know, like I said disruption, that's where I got it from my life. He said, God's trying to pull you to financial stability. He's trying to pull you to the next best thing. He's trying to take you to the next level of ministry, to the next level in business. But you keep hanging around folk that don't mean you no good. Folk that don't have nothing to offer. Even I don't care if it's not even money that you have to offer, but if it's wisdom, because wisdom take you further than money will. Wisdom will take you further, let me give it to you again, than money will. You can have all the money in the world and no wisdom and lose it all, but if you got wisdom, you have whatever you need to be able to handle the monies that God bless you with. So wisdom you need first. Stop asking God to bless you with cars, clothes, and money, and you ain't got wisdom. You walk around with all this stuff and dumb. And it results to destruction. It results to disorder in your life. And then you'll find yourself at a stage again where your life is disrupted. And you're trying to figure out, why do my life keep being disrupted? Why am I always finding myself back at the same spot? My brother and my sister, let me tell you something. If you want change in your life, if you want next level in your life, disruption is what you need. Because disruption will always make you reflect on what are you doing wrong. So going back to my story, I kept doing the same thing, expecting different results. And I was spending money crazily. And I didn't have it that way. So I came to a stage where I lost everything. Everything. House, car, everything. I lost everything. All because I didn't change my pattern. I didn't change my habits. And God was trying to, He sent so many warnings, trying to get me at a better level, to understand Him better, so that I can go to that next level. Understanding His Word, understanding the laws of the Bible. And when you understand the laws of the Bible, you're able to understand your life, because then you begin to put it in a story of your life. You begin to write it down and jot it down, and you're saying, you know what? Wow, this is why I'm going wrong. You begin to reflect. And as you reflect, you need to write down things so that you'll know where you went wrong and what are you doing that's causing the same results. So disruption is good, my brother and my sister. It's not meant for your destruction, but it's meant for change. It's meant for a new pattern. It's meant for new levels. It's meant to take you to a higher level. Secondly, that next part was your surroundings and the people you surround yourself with. A pastor said this one time. He said, are you celebrated or are you tolerated? If you're with people in your life that only tolerate you, that means they tolerate you because they're usually getting something out of you. They're usually getting something tangible from you. Are you doing something from you? Running them this place, you're running them that place. You're doing this, you're doing that. And so they're tolerating you, but they're not celebrating you. Celebrating you is, you know what, brother? I love you and I hate to see the path you're going down. You're spending crazily. So maybe you need to think about how you're spending. That's celebrating you. Because celebrating you means they want to see you do your best. They want to see you at your best level in life. So they're celebrating you. They're encouraging you. They're empowering you with wisdom. And if you don't have that type of people in your life, find them. And if you don't have that type of people in your life, you have them right here in Johnny. Join me, my friends, right here on YouTube at Conquering My Destiny. I want to help you conquer your destiny today. I want to help you line your life up and set yourself at the standard. Or let's say this, let's start on the pathway to success for your life. I want to help you do that, my brother, my sister, my friend. Let me help you do that. Please join my page today and be a friend. And let's link up and create friendships and a bond that I can help you, my brother, my sister. I can help you with that. Every day or every week you will have a video here on me. Please rate it. Please give me some insight. Please, the problem is in ministry, we don't know how to ask for help. So, ask me anything that you need to know, and I'm going to be right here for you. Life coach is my title. Life coach. Not by degree, not by certificate, but by life. The first word in life coach is life. My life has been a roller coaster. I've been through so much in these 39 years of my life that I'm able to give you insight on how to be successful. Didn't come from no class. Didn't come from no degree. And I'm not dogging nobody with classes or degrees or certifications and all. I'm not dogging them. I thank God for you and keep doing what you're doing. I celebrate you. But what I'm telling you is, I'm a life coach because of life. The life I've lived, the life I've endured, and how God has brought me through so many different situations in my life. My brother, my sister, listen to me. I'm a life coach because my life was disrupted. And I got it together. And I fixed it. So I'm asking you, my brother, my sister, join me today. Join me. And let's disrupt your life so that you can start living the best of your life. God bless you.